That'll be the number 87 car, Mike Koss. On the outside, Tim Evosizer in the white number 7. Inside row 3, it's going to be Mark Heath in car number 00. On the outside, looks like Scott Bailey in the number 67. Next row on the inside, Jeff Rankin driving the 80. The 9Q on the outside, Jerry Evosizer. In the next row, Mark Boyer in the 11B. And then we got the number 2 car back there, Steve Mackey. The 37, Scott Warman. Here we go, looking to go 15 laps. Beebe looks them over and throws the green. Once again, Kern up in front early in the number 28. Already pulling away by a huge lead over Jerry Hart in the number 39 car, who holds on to second. Tim Evosizer moves up into third spot in the white number 7. Here comes your leader for lap number 2. Tim Kern well out front of that 28 machine. Jerry Hart settles him back from second spot. Scott Bailey getting a little high in the number 67. He'll lose about 2 or 3 spots. Up to third yet is Tim Evosizer, and the caution's out. Trouble down here in turn 4. Somebody getting turned around here in the early going. Remember, fans, the top 5 finishers all go to the big main event feature upcoming in just a few moments. He was on his way to a easy victory out here. He'll be pushing that 28 car back to the pits, I'm sure, this time through. In the number 39 car, running second, Tim Evosizer in the number 7. Here we go. Running third in the 80 is Jeff Rankin. Jerry Hart already pulling away in the number 39. Tim Evosizer into second. Here comes Jeff Rankin in the 80, looking to reel him in off turn 4. Scott Bailey settles into 4th spot in the number 67. He's high up in turn 2. Nobody there to challenge right now. And going to 5th is Mark Heath in the 00. Hart still in command. Now going to second goes the 80. Jeff Rankin getting underneath Tim Evosizer. Evosizer now back into 3rd. Scott Bailey still running 4th. Back to 5th in the final transfer spot is Mark Heath in the number 00. Rankin to the inside of turn 2. New leader is the number 80. Rankin up in front. Jerry Hart now back to second in the number 39 car. Tim Evosizer still running into 3rd in the white number 7. Into 4th. Scott Bailey in trouble in turn 2. And he keeps it going. No caution yet. Mark Heath slowing in the orange 00. That's going to knock him out of 5th position. Rankin, your leader yet in the 80. Now coming into slower traffic off turn number 4. Halfway home this time by. Well back to second is that blue number 39 of Jerry Hart. Into 3rd yet is the 7 machine. Tim Evosizer. Up to 4th is the 11 of Mark Boyer. Now running into 5th. Looks like that's going to be the number 87 machine of Mike Koss. Race leader in trouble off the back straightaway. Wow, caution's out. What a scary ride for the leader. Jeff Rankin, I have no idea what kept him from not turning that 80 car over. Coming up on the back runners, running right over the right rear. Believe it was the number 2 car he may have made contact with. Going to be the Mike Koss 87 machine. And also last on the lead lap, the number 2M, Steve Mackey. Here we go. Caution lights turned down. Watch him now as the green flag's waving as they come down off turn 4. Jerry Hart once again pulling away in the number 39. Evosizer sitting second in the white 7. Boyer sitting 3rd, and now getting a challenge from behind him is that 4th place machine. Mike Koss has fought his way back to 4th. One car off the track, Scott Bailey in the 67. Sitting 5th on the final transfer spot, yeah it is, Steve Mackey in the 2M. Laps winding down in our last chance sprint car feature. Jerry Hart On his way out front by nearly 15 full car lengths over Tim Evosizer. Here's the battle for third between Boyer in the 11B, Cost in the 87. Still sitting back to fifth is the 2M of Steve Mackey. Hart continues up all the way even further. White flags out. One to go. This time by. No traffic in front of your leader as he goes down into 1 and 2. Evosizer having second all wrapped up. Battle for third continues between Boyer in the 11B. Cost in the 87. Here comes your winner. Jerry Hart getting it done in the 39. Tim Evosizer comes home second. Third goes to Boyer in the 11B. And fourth and fifth, last lap straightaway pass by Mackey puts him up to fourth. And finishing fifth will be Mike Koss in the number 87. Well, this guy no stranger whatsoever here to the Butler Motor Speedway. He's been on the dirt scene of tracks all over the tri-state area. I first met this guy some 19 years ago when John Nida formed the Sprints on Dirt organization. Underway in one more lap for our first major feature of the weekend. Good field of drivers here this weekend. We've got Greg Dolman on the pole in the 49T. Alongside us, Ken Mackey in the number 25M. Row 2, Carl Fry Jr. in the 57. On the outside, it'll be Chad Blond in the 5 car. Row 3, looking tough here. Gary Fast in the 26. Jason Blond in the 10. In the next row, Tim Norman from Warsaw, Indiana in the number 3G. On the outside, Davey Brown. Here we go. 25 laps as they get it set off turn 4. We are underway. Dolman gets the jump first in the 49T. Everybody clearing 1 and 2 in the early going. Mackey tucks in for second. Here comes Chad Blond to the outside in the 5 car. Going to third is Carl Fry Jr. in the 57. Challenge up in front. Dolman leads him by for lap 1. Here comes Ken Mackey to the inside. Mackey now, the new race leader with a 25M car. Dolman falls back into second. A little high in turn 4 goes the 85 Justin Daggett. He'll lose about 3 spots in that 85 car. Going to second on the outside. Here comes Chad Blond out of Litchfield. In trouble. Caution's out. Caution flag is waving, slowing things down after a couple of green flag laps of racing. Steve Mackey slowing down in the 2M. Mike Koss in the 87 and Mark Boyer head up the rear of the field. Watch them now as they get to the outside of the pylon on the back straightaway. Everybody underway as the green's out and off turn 4. Here comes a 5 car. Chad Blond up to second spot. Dolman falls back into third. Running fourth is Carl Fry Jr. That is going to be Gary Fast. Here comes Jason Blond in the yellow 10 to the outside in turn 4. Mackey still in front, leading the way. Chad Blond looking to reel him in the 5 car with around turn 4. Way back to third is Greg Dolman in that number 49T. Carl Fry Jr. sits back in the 4th. Up to 5th is Tim Norman in the number 3G machine. Leaders coming around on turn 4. Chad Blond almost into the wall in that orange 5 car. He had the back out of it, and now he's on Stephen Moore's position on the front runner. And to the outside comes Blond again in the number 5 car. Mackey keeps it around 25. Up in front. Mackey pulling away even further again. Blond getting hung up in lap traffic. Greg Dolman still sits back into third. Check that. Norman now takes over third in the 3J. Back to fourth will be Dolman in the 49T. Chad Blond once again looking to reel in. Race leader Ken Mackey down in 3 and 4. Several cars going a lap down to the front runners, including White 25 and Dwayne Mackey. and Bill Slade in the 24. Chad Blond still having no luck on it whatsoever, making any headway on the race leader. Blond up on the wall another time in that 5 car. It's a full straightaway advantage now for Ken Mackey in the red number 25 machine. Way back to second spot. Chad Blond in the number 5 machine. Closing in is Tim Norman. Norman with some hot brakes on the left rear. Here he is. Up the challenge in traffic down the back straightaway. Jason Blond comes with him to 4th in the yellow number 10 car. Norman up to 2nd now in the 3J. Jason Blond up to 3rd. Chad Blond falls back to 4th. Up to 5th is Chuck Wilson in the 31 machine. Halfway home this time by. Ken Mackey continues to put a lap on the back runners. It's a full straightaway distance between 1st and 2nd spot. Jason Blond is now in the 2nd in the number 10 car. Tim Norman falls into 3rd. Then a Chad Blond, and now Chuck Wilson on the bottom in turn 4. Brings the 31 car up alongside the 4th. Davey Brown takes over 5th. Back to 6th goes Chad Blond in the 5 car. Caution's out, trouble down in turn 4. Hard contact with the wall. We've got the red flag waving. Wow, a bad break for the 2nd place running. Jason Blond getting tangled down here in the yellow 10. Another driver, as soon as the dust clears, I'll be able to pick off the number for you. Past the halfway point, and boy, what a show Ken Mackey is doing out here. Ken Mackey with 4 lap cars behind him. Make it 3 actually. Separating him from 2nd place to number 3J, Tim Norman. Norman goes to the outside, and Chuck Wilson comes with him in car 31. Ken Mackey wasting no time, opening up the huge gap over the rest of the field. Daggett's 85. He's lapped. Jason Blond going to work on the outside groove in the yellow number 10. Up in turn 4, problems for Dustin Daggett in the number 85 machine. '16-year-old rookie from Portland, Michigan. Dustin Daggett in his first full season of open wheel sprint car racing. Caution lights turned out. Here we go. We'll see if anybody can get around Jerry Hart's number 39. He is not in 2nd, but that's where his position he's in right now. As the leaders go on around outside of him up in number 1. Tim Norman can't quite make a stick. Here comes Wilson in the 31 car. Chad Blond, Davey Brown close in. Trouble in turn 4. Chad Blond getting turned around in the 5 car. And a heads up effort by everybody down in turn 4. Chad Blond tried taking it real low down between the 3rd and 4th turns. Mark Boyer in the 11B. Bob Jones is next in the 55J. That is going to be Jason Blond in the 10. Here we go, under 10 to go. Mackey already looking to pull away on that 25 and the green flag's waving. Top 3 pulling away as they go into turn 3. 1 car length separating each of our top 3 here as they go into turns 1 and 2. Mark Boyer losing about 3 spots in the 11B. Mackey still in front, holding on to about 3 full car lengths over Tim Norman in that number 3J. Chuck Wilson steps back into 3rd spot. Davey Brown runs 4th into 13. Mackey once again coming into slower traffic down into turn 3. Here comes Tim Norman up the challenge into 3G. Right behind your leader with 5 to go. One to the outside, one to the end. Mackey keeps it up in front. Wilson makes his way through in the 31 for third spot yet. Tim Norman still sits in second. 4 laps remaining in our Auto Value Season Championship picture. Mackey once again coming up on slower cars down there in turn 3. We'll see if Norman can make a run on the leader with 3 laps remaining. To the outside in turn 1, side by side, trouble for Tim Norman. He spins the 3 car, cautions out. Watch out in turn 2. He's a sitting duck up there with the leaders at well over 100 miles an hour. Chuck Wilson having trouble in the 31 car. Mackey in the lead. Davey Brown's in the second spot. Doug Zimmerman's moved up into third. Trouble in 1 and 2. Bob Jones on a spin. White flags out. 1 to go in our season championship picture. Ken Mackey. This guy's on a mission tonight. Checker flag's going to be out. Ken Mackey gets it done over Davey Brown in the 13. Doug Zimmerman, Jason Blond back to 4th after coming from the rear. Carl Fry Jr., Greg Nallman, Gary Bass, Bill Schley. Didn't think he was going to run the next week, but folks, we had him up to the Merritt Speedway the following week, and there he is from Manitoba Beach, Michigan. Ken Mackey putting it to him tonight in the 25 car. Valvoline, we see, is one of the top sponsors on this 25 machine. Also, folks, keep in mind this was a final points race for the Auto Value Super Sprinters. And Ken Mackey down there getting his congratulations from track officials and so forth.